they're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Check, Nick. Greystone, travel. Check. Lucky. Fire.
Throwing to start the drive. Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Watch the safety creep. Joker. Rock it.
Now Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Off play action. Eason. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rivers to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans all drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Johnson. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
We want it. Come to my world. Jim.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks. In this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score 14, Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fair. Leo. Flare. Whip. Ready?
Looking to throw. Eason. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The end result, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Ready up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Eason. A good throw here, finding Pascal. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You're out.
On 1st and 10, Eason taken in by the tight end Doyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Check 26, check 22.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Looking to throw. Eason. And Pascal's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 42 yards.
Texans first down.
59! 54! 59! Field! Check.
Now a first down throw. Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Delta!
At the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 30 base. Check 41. I got it. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Let him know. Kill. Let go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw, Watson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
From the gun, Eason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 31, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You can't block me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hey, lock it. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Let's go.
Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey. Mike 41. Rock it. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Shift.
Throwing on third and long. Eason, and he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Walker, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Watson. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now it's Watson. Being chased out, and he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 3rd and long for Rivers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 55.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 49, check 49. Check, alert.
Watson off play action. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Man. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rivers now. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Room here to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
58, come on. Rip right, rip right.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 58's the Mike. Hey, 31. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Let's go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Watson on third and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cook. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Reset. Great team. Switch up. Switch up. 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Rivers. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
That 180. Right, Brown 80. Check. Red Delta. Coming after you. Check. Fresno. Check 4. Behind.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
This is it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Back to you.
Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Complete to Hilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the safety creep. Load it. Load it. Mike 41. Mike 41. Hey, Rocket.
One last shot now for Rivers. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, 31.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not